family.
Daddy's home.
I am the man.
Max Wrestling is sponsored by Podcorn.com, your one-stop marketplace for podcast sponsorships. Make some extra cash by advertising websites and even other podcasters. Podcorn.com, connecting unique voices to unique brands.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up.
Tranquility and serenity. I like to come out here and think. You know, they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So I have thoughts of confliction. Was my 136-day reign as promo champion really worth it? You're goddamn right it was. You see, this shovel is a representation of my 136-day reign as promo champion. And it all started at the King of the Mic. Courtney Summers, Travis the Walker Anderson, Robert Davis, The Butcher, Ted P. De Niro, Moni Lynn, Zach Herring, Nicola McDonald, the Demoness, Daniel Crimmins was more of a buy, but that really doesn't count because Daniel Crimmins sucks so bad that he decided to become a judge. And Robert Davis. Followed by a successful title defense at promo series against Travis the Walker Anderson. Now, Travis the Walker Anderson, you may be the new Max Wrestling promo champion, but I've spanked that ass 3 times, and you ain't special. I have your number. Quite frankly, I have the number of most of my promo family. And you never know when I might just come calling. Now on to the shape. You want to stoke a fire in me. Well, I have no ill will towards you either. But if it's a fire you want, it's a fire you are going to get. See, for the past 3 years, I have been tearing apart Max Wrestling podcasts, from Knowledge Championship victories, from Promo Championship victories, from Promo Climax victories, from King of the Mic victories. I am fucking Max Wrestling. So if you want to go against me at Promo Mania and you want to go head-to-head with the podcast machine, Mikey Two Belts, whatever the fuck name you want to call me, I will meet you head on. I've been changing, but you'll never see me now. It's time to shape up, Captain. I will see you at Promo Mania 5. Isn't it funny how the snap of a finger can change everything within an instant?
This is your captain speaking. Welcome to episode 257 of Max Wrestling. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe. With me as always are the Butcher and Mike Larkin. This Sunday, Portland gets taken over by NXT.
It gets taken over by the Broserweights.
The Broserweights, bro. They
Broserweights.
snuck onto Triple H's plane, bro.
I
In
love
the
it.
boot. Don't say
In the
it
boot.
again.
Matt, whose plane is this?
I know a guy.
I
know
bet
it.
you do.
I love
Bro,
this
why
guy.
are you driving on the wrong side of the road? This is not even. This is not London. I'm not from London.
I love those segments. Please keep them together as long as possible.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna be pissed if Pete Dunne turns on Matt Riddle because they need
Nah.
to be a funny tag team.
They work so well because Matt Riddle's the easygoing, not taking anything seriously, and then Pete Dunne just like dead stone face.
It's so cool to see. I mean, I really do dig it. You know what I mean? I like the fact that, listen, a lot of people don't like Riddle. A lot of professionals don't like Riddle. You know, but
Matt Riddle don't like a lot of people.
no, he doesn't. Matt Riddle is a real character. He's a real human being. He takes. I get the opinion. I don't know him personally, obviously, but I get. He doesn't take things for granted. He had that big deal with UFC. Couldn't give a fuck. You know, he actually reminds me a little bit of me. Whenever I've been employed, don't care. Don't care. Senior official, don't care. Manager of a shop, don't care. You know, I go about doing things the way I want to do them. But yeah, I mean, it's good, man. It's the way they just bounce off each other. Like you said, you got the straight-faced Stone. He's like Stone Pete Dunne. If I ever see Pete Dunne smile, that's his character finished.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're sitting on a goose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They'd be sitting on a goose, and Pete's like, "Why are we doing this?" And just chill, bro. Just
Champion Waters, bro. This is where I come to think, bro.
And then he goes into his pose, leaning on his fist.
Yep.
Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Got to work out how we're gonna get to Portland, bro. Mate, what? And I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, it's clear how you get into Portland. You're gonna travel with the rest of the NXT roster.
We're going to Portland, bro.
When Pete Dunne went, "You haven't got a driver's license?" "Yeah, we know why, don't we, Matt?"
You haven't got a driver's license. You know, it's just
Let me do
funny,
the
man. He
talking,
just
bro.
goes, "Pete, you get in, and then we'll push into the booth."
Well, the best is...
What? Why are we in this? What? Why?
Boy, no, the best is like, Pete, just sit tight, 10-2. Let me do all the talking. That's the last time I let you do all the talking.
Fucking brilliant, man.
It's just awesome.
It was classy.
Well, you can also tell he doesn't care. I mean, back like you were mentioned UFC, you could tell when you pretty much tell Dana White to go fuck himself. You know, you just don't care.
He doesn't care. He's just, you know what I mean? He's just one of them guys. I mean, he won me over just years ago. I just think he's a great guy.
Well,
I don't know why people don't like him.
I think it's the laissez-faire attitude, but I'm like, it's great. That's him. That's his persona. That's who
That's
he actually
it. You know what I mean? Lazy attitude, fucking. But get him in the ring, and he's as competitive as. You know what I mean? If not more competitive.
And I think it's the bro thing because people don't like hearing the bro.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, I do with my son. He comes down. He said, "Bro, Dad, do you know you say bro, brah?" I went, "No, you don't. Brah's what your mum wears."
So
No,
what he's referring to is
bra.
So what he's referring to is bruh, which is BRUH, which is another word.
I'm like, what the fuck you on about? Bra's what your mum wears. No, bra. Just say bra.
I mean,
bra.
when you say bruh, you
say
sound
cool
like
whip.
a surfer. Yeah, it sounds like a surfer kind of
Cool
deal.
whip.
Like, bruh, we're gonna go catch some waves, man. Hang 10, bruh, like that.
Hang 10, bra. Not bra. I'm gonna have to. He's gonna have to listen to this segment, so I have to cut the swearing out, man. But yeah, it's bra. It's not bra. It's bruh.
Bruh.
Or
Bruh.
as Matt Riddle goes, bro.
Bro.
You know, ace.
They
Just
probably pronounce it
brilliant.
like that in Australia, though. Yeah, how's it going, bro?
I mean,
Yeah.
they've obviously got a new era at Portland, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tag team
Should
champions.
we just say, yeah, that's the first match I was going to predict. So, new tag team champions, Broserweights, all agreed on
Bros
that.
there weight. Bros there weights. Bros there weights.
Easy.
We did say a couple of weeks ago, Undisputed Era are probably going to lose all the titles at TakeOver, but Roddy Strong's already lost his North American title.
Yeah.
Yeah, when was this?
Last
Well,
week?
Velveteen Dream last over
I
the holidays.
Week before?
See that you know, I'm sorry. I was just like, what the fuck have I missed?
You like home improvement?
But do you know what? Let's talk some Velveteen. We might as well mix this with the old. Do you know what I mean? The NXT from this week with the.
He's
you know what I
gonna
mean?
fulfill her fantasies, Butcher. He's gonna fulfill Marina's fantasy.
Oh my god! Did you see them pants?
Oh, yeah. And
I want my face on them pants.
obviously they're saving that match for Mania weekend because it's not on the card for this Saturday.
Oh yeah, well it's next week on NXT.
What, Roddy versus Dream?
Yeah.
That's gonna be no contest. They've got to have a match at Mania weekend.
They have to, absolutely. In Tampa? Hell yeah.
You could say excited.
So as far as North American title goes, I don't see Keith Lee dropping it after 2 weeks.
Bask in his glory. I'm going Keith Lee too. I can't wait for the match because like their series has been excellent, and I mean they're promoting it as it's the final chapter, so I got to go Keith Lee.
Oh yeah, they've faced each other a dozen times.
And I think after this, I think Keith Lee should go to either Killian Dane or Damian Priest.
Yeah, where the fuck is
That's
Damian
a
Priest?
I think
Or-
that's a step down for him, you know.
Or they could also go the other route, and Keith Lee wins, and then all of a sudden lights go out and Killer Cross attacks him.
Ah,
You see, I like that. I like that, but I think Killer Cross is going straight to the top. I think I do. But at the same time, regarding Keith Lee, I just think Keith Lee's put himself in a position where he's either going up to the main or he's going straight into the main event. I think anything else other than, you know, Ciampa, Adam Cole, you know, we have to see what happens there.
it won't be long because Vince loves him.
Yeah, it's a step down for Keith Lee because I just think, you know, given the Survivor Series and given the Royal Rumble, the way he kind of like stepped up to the big guys, you know, Brock Lesnar, he fucking fronted Lesnar, people.
Who's this motherfucker?
That's what I'm saying. He fronted Lesnar, and the pop was unreal. You know, that to Vince is fucking money. He loves the big man. You know, people are shouting there, but he's a racist. It remains to be seen how he pushes him.
Well, when Jordan Miles, I don't mean to interrupt, but when Jordan Miles did that for the culture, and that's my slave name, right? And he's talking about, you know, the NXT, they don't care about the African-American talent. I'm like, hello,
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
Yeah, Dream.
Dream.
Not just Keith Lee, Big E.
Yep.
You know, Xavier Woods.
Big
Yep.
E was
Without
the second
NXT,
NXT champ.
you know.
Yep, he was. He beat Seth Rollins.
Listen, Miles for me was just it was just one of them things. Do I believe WWE is racist? Not anymore. I think they've still got personnel like Michael Hayes that needs fucking educating on the fact that slavery was being abolished.
Mark Henry should have kicked the shit out of him for that comment. He really
That's what I mean. Exactly. You know what I mean? Listen. Mark Henry, look at the fucking treatment. Mark Henry's fucking been with the company, 20 plus? No, more than that.
Since 96.
96. And Mark Henry's had a fantastic career. Easily and people do not mention it, one of the best. I think one of my favourites, one of my favourite runs as World Heavyweight Champion.
The Hall of Pain.
I loved it. That was just a fucking great gimmick. That's what I do. Fucking amazing. But yeah, but with regards to Keith Lee, I'm torn so much because I don't want Dijakovic to have another loss. You know what I mean? I just don't. But at the same time, there's no stopping this the train. So it's got to be Keith Lee. Common sense would say if they book this and Dijakovic wins, I'll be happy, I'll be ecstatic, but it'll be the wrong decision. Do you know what I mean? Unless Mike's right and Killer Cross costs Keith Lee, because then you see, I don't think it would be the wrong decision, because they will play games until Mania weekend, and I think that'll be a cracking booking. However, I think Killer Cross is coming for Goldie and Ciampa. He's the tall man.
And don't forget his ladies there.
Yes.
Exactly. He ain't coming in to, no disrespect to people, he's the most charismatic man I think I've seen in a long time. I've actually been, you know what I mean? Normally I get kicked in the ass and fucking get called names when I go on wrestling groups. But I said he was the greatest talker since Jake Roberts. And I've said that on here. His psychology is second to none. Now, when you do psychology in wrestling, if you're good at it, I put you in, you know what I mean, high regards.
Yeah.
And there's no one better. The only way that they can fuck Killer Cross is if they cut him down. Now, I know a certain amount of his style is going to be cut down, but I really hope they don't do too much. You know, because them suplexes, I mean, the guy is 6'3", and he throws people around like rag dolls. You watch the guy train when he's doing his kickboxing. Oh my God. They call Shinsuke Nakamura strong style.
Yep, and you're right. See, he's like 6'4". There you go, 6'4".
You know, I just listen. I'm a cross man. I just when I say I love Jake Roberts, I love Jake Roberts, and in the current. What am I looking for? Current.
Yeah, there you go. Climate, division, current aspect.
Yeah, of wrestling. A guy that he wrestles all over the indies. You know, no show is big enough for him. You know, he respects the business that he's in. You know, he knows who he is. And he's worked fucking hard for this opportunity. You know? And that's why he's picked WWE. You know, listen, fucking NXT is no freaking development now. They have the development below NXT. NXT now is the best product in WWE. NXT is higher than AEW. AEW can win as many fucking ratings as they want. They're all these fucking two-bit fucking sheep-like fans that want to try and change the world. You know what I mean? They're probably fucking vegan and all. You know? But yeah, I think one. Do you know what? I had to check it on YouTube, on Facebook. This guy this week, and Mike actually came up as a mutual friend of a guy with the same name, a guy called Jeremy King.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the one that you know. And this guy had basically put a comment on something that happened this week with actually regarding AEW and Mr. Jeff Cobb.
Yes.
Now, this guy's exact words right at the start was, I don't really know who this guy is, but he seems to wrestle really good. Now, this guy's got a fucking, whatever you call him, labeled by the group so that he kind of talks and messages a lot and things. So this guy's going on and waffling and fucking, you know, he doesn't know Jeff Cobb. He's never seen Jeff Cobb, doesn't know where he comes from, but admits that he's a bit of a, you know, he can wrestle. And you know me being me, you know what I mean? I'm like, huh? How can you not know who Jeff Cobb is in the last 3 fucking years, 3 to 4 years, actually? You know, this is a guy that has carried, you know, I think it's about 3 years since he came into Lucha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
This, you know, you wouldn't know him as Jeff Cobb because he was Matanza, but he was, you know, he made the move from Lucha to ROH. He's also wrestled in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He's wrestled in Progress. He's wrestled in the UK in ICW.
Yep, he's wrestled Pete Dunne.
And New Japan. And I read that and I'm like, whoa, hang on. Where's this guy been wrapped up? I know where you've been wrapped up, Mr. King. You've been wrapped up in WWE before AEW. You know, you've been one of these people, you know, like Mr. Green Shirt Man.
I was going to say I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's in a WWE bubble.
Yeah. Well,
listen, I know a lot of people can't know everyone in wrestling, and I'm not that ignorant to say that, but how? I'm baffled by how you can, you know, be.
You know this too. I'm
such a great promotion.
But Jared, I don't mean to interrupt, but dude, it's like, I know we say a lot of crap about Unbreakable Michael Elgin, but I'll be honest with you, when he came into Impact and attacked Brian Cage, there was guys like, oh, I don't know who that is, and I'm like, oh, you don't know who Michael Elgin is? Who's been a ring on New Japan all over the place? I'm like, Jesus.
It is. Well, I just, you know, it's very sheltered. I mean, I've seen a lot of this recently with people not knowing. You know, Damian Priest. I read someone didn't know him. And I'm
Nobody
like,
knew it was Benjamin Martinez.
Fuck me. You know what I mean? Are people that sheltered? Do you know what I mean? When you're a wrestling fan, I'm starting to believe it. You know, you're a wrestling fan. You're either WWE or you were either WWE, New Japan, Impact, and you don't watch another fucking product. Well, but what I don't believe is people. They don't talk to other people.
And it's also, we're in this day and age where there's a lot of alternatives and a lot of people can expand their horizons, but they just kind of remain into that one bubble, like Daz was saying.
Well, that's remain. I was always a firm believer in the wrestling industry and the wrestling community. We talk about, you know what I mean, guys. We post links. We post, you know, about up and comers. You know, we're always talking. You know, even with RWT. I mean, I'm not afraid to promote them, but fucking full of wankers. What's on good? Or joking. Yeah, they're the same. They're wrestling fans. But then when I see shit like this, there's a guy like, don't get me wrong, he did get poked a few times in the right way. You Not in a you Ricochet way.
Rub you the right way.
No, 100%. I mean, he just that comment didn't just kind of niggle me. It niggled a lot of people. You know, I think he had something like 49, 50 odd comments with people just bashing him. But do you know, that takes a lot to be that honest. Because if you try and talk something up, people know sometimes if you've been on Wiki. You know, they know straight away. But yeah, I mean, hats off to him for his honesty, but I just don't know how you can kind of fucking out. Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb's a fucking Olympian.
Yeah.
A fucking Olympian. You know, you might not watch the Olympics, okay, again. But this guy is kind of like, in such a short space of time, become huge. He's huge.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know he was 37. I'd have thought he was younger than that. He's 30.
That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. So he has. I mean, but look at him. He looks 21.
Yeah, he looks very young.
It's Samoan, isn't it? He is Samoan, isn't he?
He's Hawaii. He's from Hawaii.
Yeah.
There you go. Fucking hell.
I know.
Them fuckers don't age. They don't age. You know what I mean? He's like what's the guy's name out of fucking what's that guy's name out of fucking Moana? Jake the Rock plays.
Oh, Maui.
Yeah, Maui. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Open your eyes. Let's begin. You know.
That's my jam.
What's the guy? That's my jam, man.
Oh, one other thing about Dynamite.
Yes.
Now imagine buying a second row ticket and being excited to be that close to the ring.
Uh-huh.
You sit down and there's a fucking dickhead sat right in front of you in a giant Scooby-Doo costume.
Oh my god.
I know. I seen that.
What a wanker.
What a dickhead.
Even when Nyla Rose was climbing to the top rope, you could see the woman sat behind this Scooby-Doo twat, trying to look around his head.
Yeah, I'd have seen my ass. I'd have fucking told him to take it off.
I would have.
To be honest with you, she probably should have fucking complained to fucking security or... Do you know what I mean? You can't... No, sorry.
You sat in the front row. You know full well there's going to be people sat right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I was at an indie where the guy was just... We had to freaking break him down off the chair because the guy in front of us was just standing on the chair like a dipshit. It's like, asshole, sit down. People are trying to watch the show.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's not good for fucking... I actually think it looks stupid when you're actually, recording.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that shit at the front. It's like green shirt guy. He just gripes on me.
Yeah, I know you. It's also like the Green Lantern fan.
It's not me actually disliking the guy.
Uh-huh.
It's just how much attention do you desire? Do you know what I mean? The guy don't change his fucking shirts. He's got all this shit from Red Cap guy.
It's like Sign Guy. Yeah, Sign Guy. Rick Ochberger, who wears the backwards red hat and the blue. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. You're trying to live off some fucker else. And it's just stupid.
Well, did you guys...
He never changes his hat. He never changes his fucking T-shirt. The guy's probably got lucky fucking boxer shorts on, which he's never took off.
And he
guarantees him. How does he get the same seat? What's he got a season ticket we don't know about?
You've also got long hair guy, and then there's a guy in NXT in the Everton shirt.
Oh yeah, that guy. That's great. Yo, did you guys check out the flub? JR. Nyla Rose is the king of the mountain, and I'm like, oh Jim. Oh Jim.
Oh God. Oh no.
And then they went straight to
He doesn't know people.
Well. They are all about equality, right?
Yeah.
Becky Lynch can be the man, Nyla can be the king.
It's just, you know what? I absolutely loved that match.
That was good. Really good.
I loved it. I just
That's
loved
probably the best
how
we've seen from Rio.
She fucking brilliant.
Well, you know how old Nyla Rose is, right?
Nyla Rose has got to be easily the 30, late 30s.
Yep. Okay. What age?
I'm going 36.
I'd go 39.
37.
Wow. See what I mean? Wow.
She's not Hawaiian as well, is she? Because she don't look it.
Nyla. No, she doesn't. This is what I mean. I love Nyla. I absolutely love her.
I love the backstage looking for a celebration.
Fuck off.
Well, this is also where the debate comes, because then now fans are saying, "Oh, Tessa Blanchard, did we have a female world champion in Impact? Now you got a guy as the AEW Women's Champion," and that's where this whole thing opens up. Yep.
Go fuck yourselves. I'm not interested in shit like that.
Exactly. That's what's been on the feed for like the last week, is everybody's saying, "Oh, they got this."
What the fuck's wrong with diversity? You know. Or why? You know what I mean? Why can't you know? We all make silly fucking, you know, mistakes that we like to change, you know. But when it comes to things like that, I don't believe in religion. Religion decides who you are. You know, I don't believe religion can decide who you are. You know, no one can preach and say, you know, you can't do that because, you know, God made you this. No, fuck that. Fuck that. You know. There's a reason that these operations are done, because it's a person's choice. You know, a lot of things can get fucked up when you know what I mean. When you're young, you're like, why am I like this? But the moment you start asking, why are you like this? Why do you look like this? Where the fuck's that come from? You know, I don't want that. It's kind of fucked up. You either, you know, go. It only leads to one thing or the other. It leads to either you changing or you dying. You know, and why shouldn't a person be given? You know what I mean? They're going to pay for it, or they're going to get it done some other way. I don't know, but I don't like to see people fucking. See, this is where I kind of get sentimental and caring. I don't like shit like that with people just poking people like, oh fucking hell, it's not a woman, it's a man. No, it's a fucking woman.
I bet it was a Trump voter.
You know, it's at the operation. She's at the operation. She's a woman. She's got everything that fucking that woman's got, minus the fucking, you know what I mean?
Well,
everything
uterus.
to make a baby.
Yeah.
You know? Just lay the fuck off, man. Again, it's a lot of this shit comes from. Sorry, Mike, because I know you're. Well, I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
you know,
Catholic.
But I just choose not to fucking follow what the church says you fucking follow. Fuck that. No, that's not me. I follow my rules, no fucking else's.
Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you, growing up Catholic, and I know we're getting into a territory here, man, but I wasn't like, I didn't judge other people's religions. I didn't look at them like, if they're not hurting anybody and they just, you know, they want to do their thing, let them do their thing, and they're not hurting anybody. It's like when Chastity Bono, Sonny Bono and Cher's daughter, wanted to become Chaz Bono, and I believe Chastity Bono was married, and the wife was with her through the entire process. Who cares?
If somebody called me Chastity, I'd want to change my fucking name as well.
Well, you know, it's like fucking... an Emmerdale reference, isn't it? Chastity Dingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody needs chastity, it's the Dingles.
It is. It's just wrong. And I mean, I seen that what you just said, Mike, with people going on about Tessa Blanchard, and none of them. They can't be compared. What you should be saying is women are taking over the world. You know, in a civilization where women for a long time fucking were men, you know, men would have the belief that women belonged in the kitchen. You know what I mean? No more. Women have got their own fucking rights, you know, and hopefully they're changing across the ocean as well in fucking the likes of Saudi Arabia.
Well, I hope we get well, that's the thing too. I hope we get another female match in Saudi Arabia if they do something with like Bailey or something. But who knows?
I don't care. Cause I won't be watching anyway.
You know, I won't be watching it, but it's good for them.
Well,
yeah, of course.
Well, we don't have to predict it because we're doing.
Well, we're not predicting it. If you want to get technical, though, a man has won a women's championship. It happened back in 2000. His name was Harvey Whippleman.
Yeah, Hervina.
Eric Young wore it.
Eric Young was the Knockouts tag champ with ODB.
Yeah.
Come on.
But you sure I mean?
And both were fucking awful.
You know, Santino Marella dressed up as a
Santino
woman.
Marella, exactly.
That's the worst.
Listen, it's just fucking. It's great.
Okay, if we had to garner through Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe in a
Oh
hardcore,
man.
There you go. See, this is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
man.
No one got on their dicks, did they?
I mean, legends. So it's
You know what I'm
like,
saying? You know what I mean? No one got on their dicks and said a man shouldn't be a woman's champion. You all watched it because you were entertained. Now you're insulted.
I watched
Well,
it
that's the difference.
through
Fuck
fingers,
off.
but yeah.
well, that's the difference.
Right.
That was 20 years ago, and everybody would laugh. Now, I'll be honest with you, and I hate to say it, but I mean, everybody gets offended nowadays. Everybody gets
does.
offended.
Snowflakes
They do.
are everywhere.
I
Fuck
can hear
'em.
people saying, "But you get offended at everything." Yeah, but you know there can also be times where I admit fucking everything to everything I do. Sometimes can be insulting, but I refuse to change. It's what's wrong with that? It's who I am. You know, if you don't like it,
What I am.
you feel free to air it, but don't say this man's got to change. You know, that's why Daz had to put fucking rules in place because they weren't going to change. I can I can dig rules. I can obey by rules because they're made by Daz. If they were made by anyone else, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know, at the end of the day, this is Daz's show. It's not mine. You know.
Welcome to Thursdays with the captain.
You know. It is. It's one of them things. But Nyla, nah, man, I loved it.
Fuck
Loved
the
it.
haters.
I love this segment backstage with Kenny Omega. Do
Yeah.
you think it's leading to a match with Kenny?
I hope
Yes.
so. Where's my bubbly?
You know, I thought that promo was amazing.
I love Kenny's reaction though, when he was like turning to the other 5 women, just stood there and he's like, sorry.
Oh, that's to laugh at. You know, Swole's there.
Yeah.
Fucking, and
Go on then,
Britt
bitch.
Baker that knocks people's teeth out. Now that was the worst tooth I've ever seen.
Yeah,
my
that was a good promo from her this week though. She's improved quickly,
Yeah.
very
Well,
quickly.
Before we get back to NXT, you guys want to know the comedy of the week?
Comedy of the week.
Yes.
Nobody told me
It
about
was-
this. Let's go
it
for
was-
it. I love comedy.
It was revealed at the Las Vegas tapings for Impact Wrestling that Ken Shamrock is going into the Impact Wrestling
Oh,
2020
yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Jesus. Does he get a free tea and biscuits?
Oh,
just
well,
think
we were making the joke, and I got to give a shout out to my boy Chef. He goes, "Where's it going to be held this year? Dave and Buster's?"
No, Wendy's. They're wrestling
Yeah.
fans.
Well, here's the thing with Ken Shamrock's reign. I'm like, he was there in 2002. I get it. First ever NWA champion, NWA TNA champ, right? But then he goes and just makes an
Yeah, but-
appearance in 04. Then he comes back, has a crappy match with Moose,
But
has an
dude.
okay match with Madman Fulton, then that's it.
2002 was 18 fucking years ago.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, right? If you asked Impact Wrestling fan, that's what I said there, an Impact Wrestling fan about Ken Shamrock, I guarantee that I'm gonna be generous here.
Mhm.
I would say 40% of them didn't know that he wrestled. See, it's not
yeah.
Impact, it's TNA. Different companies.
Mhm.
I'm not
Different
going to
machine.
have that it's the same company. I'm
Yeah,
not going to have
different
it. Exactly, I'll never have it like. And you look at the people that have been inducted, you know, I don't really agree with the fucking Impact fucking TNA Hall of Fame thing.
Earl Hebner,
Because it's just silly.
Sting, Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, Earl Hebner, Abyss.
I like how they
Yeah.
do it when they induct one person. Probably because if they inducted fucking 12 in 1 year, they wouldn't be able. They wouldn't have any fucking else to induct.
Shark Boy!
I'll be honest, like the one thing that really attracts me and intrigues me on Impact is the fact that Susie and Sue Young are one and the same. Like that's really like the only thing that's been kind of grasping me with that company. And Tessa as the champ.
It's just like
right
an
now-
Ever Abyss Joseph Park shit.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. But in like more demented, twisted kind of way.
I'd like to know, while we're on the subject of Impact Hall of Fames and people, you know, when you think Hall of Fame, right, you think pioneer.
Like
You
an
think
AJ Styles.
changed the way wrestling was looked at. Where the fuck's Chris Sabin's fucking Hall of Fame?
Well, Chris Sabin will be at that TNA You Could Go Home Again along with Chris Harris and everybody else.
Yeah, but there you go, AMW. This is what I'm saying.
Shit, the name of the thing, Dad. TNA You Could Go Home Again.
That's what they're going to say to the fans.
That's fucking great, that is. You can go home again. What they should have called it is You Can Go Home for Good.
I mean, they're bringing Amazing Red back and all these people, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my God, so we can go home again.
Oh man, that's worse than Great Balls of Fire.
I got a job. Hey, I got a job, wife. I got a job for Impact.
Great.
Oh yeah, what's the show called? You can go home again. Oh great.
They'll be like Chris Sabin at the end of his.
What time you be home then? I don't know, just after 12.
That's what they're going to tell Chris Sabin at the end of his match. What now? You can go home again now.
Go home again.
You can go home.
We ain't gonna book you again.
Amazing Red. Yeah, you can go home.
Go home again.
Oh Jesus! Who the hell thought of that?
Shark Boy turns up, and then they go, "Shark Boy, I know, I can go home again."
Oh Christ! How many pounds has he gained this time?
Well, here's what it is. Impact Wrestling announced that they will bring back the name for a special event as they host a TNA-themed show for WrestleCon 2020, which takes place on Friday, April 3rd in Ybor City, Florida, at the Ritz.
Oh, Mania weekend. Okay.
Oh, and I was wrong. It's not You Could Go Home Again. There's no place like home. What are we, the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, no place. Yeah, You Can Go Home Again sounds better.
You can go home again.
And they've got Chris Sabin.
I kind of almost feel sorry for the shit that WWE got for fucking Great Balls of Fire.
Well, dude, look who else they announced. They announced D'Lo Brown and Mr. Kennedy as the Aces and Eights.
Oh, Jesus.
They're bringing back the Aces and Eights.
The Aces
Why?
and Eights. I don't know. What they should call it is the Joker. I don't know.
And then Glenn Gilberti's on there because, of course, he is.
Oh my God. Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say is just when you get in a position where your company's getting talked about again, you make stupid decisions like this. It's got nothing to do with that these guys deserve. You fired Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson. Sorry, D'Lo Brown. You never considered him good enough. And the rest of the guys, they were all jobbers. No one really cares, These guys are working all over the fucking indies anyway. Mr. Anderson's is in fucking the NWA. It's kind of pathetic.
Well, here's who they have so far. So what they're doing is they're bringing back the Ultimate X and the King of the Mountain match. So far confirmed are D'Lo Brown, Ken Anderson, Chris Harris, Petey Williams, Chris Sabin, Amazing Red, and Scott Steiner.
Oh, Petey Williams is just going to complain about people using his move.
Well, that was the thing, too. It's like, Petey, do you really got to take your move so serious? And that's the thing. That wasn't his move. I think it was I forgot the legendary Canadian wrestler that did it, but then Petey Williams revolutionized it because nobody ever saw it before in 2004. He's like, I'm sorry, everybody, that's just a transitional move now. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we get it. You used it as a finisher. Chill the fuck out.
But dude, it's not like people like borrow and copy other people's moves. Like it's not like other people.
The industry has been doing it for fucking years.
You want to talk about transitional finishers? Jake the Snake used the DDT.
Oh my God!
Hello, thank you, Daz.
Can you imagine someone seeing their ass with fucking Hulk Hogan for slamming Andre the Giant?
Oh my God!
Holy motherfucker! You used my move.
Yeah, it's like if somebody got pissed at Hulk Hogan for doing the leg drop. Hello.
Yeah, leg drop's a transitional move. Motherfucker, that was my finisher.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Jake Roberts with the DDT. But it got to a point where fucking Jake Roberts said, "Motherfucker, I ain't gonna have nobody use this DDT. I'm gonna go patent that shit." And then Vince got the thing, "Oh fuck." Nobody can use a DDT. Jake Roberts has patented it.
And I think a lot of people with that TNA event, too, a lot of people are... Because Dave Penzer, who was the original ring announcer, who's also on WCW, everybody's waiting for Mike Tenay to show up, and Don West and everybody in SoCal Val.
Where the fuck is Mike Tenay?
I have no idea. I really don't.
He's just in limbo.
He's in limbo. But
right,
Mike Tenay's a talented guy. I like Mike Tenay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Mike Tenay.
Oh, hold on one second. One other thing, I apologize, as I know we're bouncing around, but possible rumored for the Hall of Fame, Jushin Thunder Liger and the Bella Twins.
How the fuck's Jushin Thunder Liger going to get inducted in WWE?
He's only had one match there.
Oh, well, I
It's
mean,
fucking ridiculous.
he did wrestle against Tyler Breeze at NXT. That was about it.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not. That just pissed me off.
Have they run out of tag teams this year?
I have no idea, but the Bella Twins too. I'm just like, no.
Fuck it, let's induct fucking Shawn Michaels for the third time with the Rockers.
There you go. Him and
You know
Marty.
what it is? So they can both walk out on fucking TV with fucking bumps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
You
fuck
know?
them too.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
it's-
that's the thing too. Then Mick Foley kind of like was
You
like, I
can
don't
knock,
think-
but you can't.
Them two don't even belong in the celebrity wing.
yeah, and that's why I'm like,
That's
Mick
just-
Foley was like, like really going for that. He was on Twitter for about like, yeah, they should be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm
Like,
just really fed up with the Hall of Fame. So I'm
well.
I mean, it ends up in a fucking. It always goes back to the same people, and it is what about the same people not getting inducted. You know, the more when these certain people are inducted, then I'll shut the fuck up.
Bulldog.
It is, dude. I mean, I'm the right people. Right people. That's what I'll say. The right people are inducted. Demolition. You know, you've inducted. You've kicked off for all these years. This is going into a thing though. They kicked off all these years about people it not being right. China, okay. You induct China because it's right, so she can go in with DX, but it's not okay for her to go in on her own because she, you know what I mean, the industry she worked in. Certain people can't get inducted because of what they've done. Certain people got removed for what they've done, but you've inducted a hell of a lot of people that have broke laws, were raging alcoholics.
Sonny.
You know what I mean? Exactly, yeah. You know, drug addicts, Sonny. It's just, it baffles me. Political correctness.
Donald Trump.
Hypocrisy. Yeah, exactly. There you go, see? It's just, I read that he was going to be inducted.
Who?
Trump.
He's already inducted.
Oh, my God.
He was in the celebrity wing. He got booed. Don't you remember when he got booed?
Oh, there you go then. That's how much I gave a shit. But yeah, this is fucking disgraceful.
Sonny.
Disgraceful. Yeah. Disgraceful.
Sonny, I'll go back to Sonny. Let me see what year he was in because I've totally forgotten.
I think it was 2007 because that's when he was at Mania.
2013, he got inducted.
Oh.
Wow. Fucking hell.
I totally forgot about that. Well, here's the thing.
Jeez, no wonder
As a-
Punk left the following year.
As a 12-year-old kid at WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden, when Jesse Ventura, it's all that mind control. It's a conspiracy. It's sabotage. Okay, no, he never said sabotage. I just had to put that in there. But with Jesse Ventura, Phoenix will like that when he hears it. Jesse Ventura is interviewing Donald Trump at WrestleMania 20. Not in a million years did I think, you know what? He's going to be the president of the United States. And then what happens?
Mental.
All right, we've started Takeover predictions.
Well,
Let's continue.
Keith
Lee, Dominic Dijakovic.
Keith
Lee, full house for Keith Lee. Okay, let's go quickly to Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox in a street fight.
Oh, dude, I love
Dakota.
Yeah, I would say
Dakota.
Dakota because Tegan won the first match.
I just thought, and it goes to Mania.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it continues, and personally, I've been enjoying it. Like
I
I
love
like,
Dakota Kai.
I know as a
Fucking
heel,
hell.
it's great.
Yes, that ring bell.
Oh, but no,
Yeah.
I think with her, you're gonna get a lot of great matches. Besides, I think they're both best friends, so they bring the best out of each other.
See, the thing is, like, when I look at it, sorry, Mike.
No problem.
It's what I've always said about you take away the smile, it changes the character. This is what they've never done with Bailey, even though they cost her hair, never changed her. She's still gone back. She's still fucking the same old bag of shite. Fucking.
She's gone
You know what I
so
mean?
boring.
Bag of wind. She's a bag of wind. It's just yeah. For me, it's kind of like it's not even meh anymore. It's just what's the point?
As far as that, like you could kind of like say like Dakota Kai was that smiley, and she was that smiley baby face, the finger going up, and all everybody so happy skipping. But now she's got that edge to her, and I like it. I think if anybody,
I like the edginess. Yeah.
The thing I got to say is, I hope. By the way, I'm going with Dakota Kai too. I think we're all going to be full house with Dakota Kai, but I just hope, like, this girl has had 2 knee injuries. Please, I cringe. I get worried every time she comes out. I'm like, please don't get her.
Tegan.
Please don't get her. Yeah, Tegan.
Yeah, she's wrapped up in fucking cotton wool. I think that's why they've got her in pants now as well, because I've read somewhere that they've increased the bandaging around her knees, and I'm like, fuck.
That's why I'm like, please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt.
And for the record, I liked Dakota's edges as well.
Yes. See?
Edges.
I mean, that's the thing.
I like their breasts.
I like what you do to babies.
I like your poems.
I like what I do to puppies.
I like what you do to kneecaps.
You see, that's the thing. When that came out in 2005 at the Royal Rumble, we all laughed about that. This is where Easily Offended comes in. Now, somebody watched that in 2020.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, my God, what is this?
Take it off TV. Sue Vince McMahon, yeah, good luck.
But yeah, Kai all the way, bro.
Bit of a throwaway match next. Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano.
Gotta go Balor.
I mean, I know it all started with Gargano getting injured, but there's really been no build for it.
Except, well, the only build that they did was like, this used to be my house, and and I don't have a heart.
I mean, they had that back and forth interview, but then like last night, Gargano won a match, and then there was no mention of Balor.
I think whatever happens, I'm just gonna say this, is it's gonna be off the fucking chain, insane.
Oh yeah, it'll be a great wrestling match.
You going Gargano?
A lot of innovation.
I'm gonna go
Balor.
Balor, yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna say this is another one that continues. I gotta go Balor too.
Okay, we're all predicting exactly the same for this one.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good show, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
I got a feeling we're gonna be predicting the same for the last 2 matches as well. So, Rhea Ripley defending against Bianca Belair for the NXT Championship version 2.
If Charlotte's gonna be in the crowd and they're building towards Rhea and Charlotte, you gotta go Rhea.
This is where they fucked up with Charlotte, because
when Charlotte jumps the rail and attacks Rhea,
they've already made it obvious that Charlotte's gonna face Rhea Ripley, even though she hasn't made a decision yet. She can't go after Becky because Shayna's got her.
Yeah, they've ruined it already.
Hypothetically, they're building this feud now between Shayna and Becky. What happens if Charlotte decides to face Becky? I mean, she's not going to. She's going to face Rhea Ripley, but they fucked the whole thing up.
Well, do you also like the idea that
the mystery's gone already?
Yeah, well, do you guys like the idea possibly for Bayley? Because I think she's going to fight Naomi at the Chamber and win. Do you like the fact of bringing Ronda back to fight Bayley and just Ronda squash Bayley?
I honestly couldn't give a shit about Bayley.
Yeah, I know.
That title's just collecting dust on her shoulder.
That's the thing. They leave like it open because Becky's.
I just watched SmackDown.
Yes.
I just think the women's division is just whatever.
You don't want to feel the glow with Naomi?
No, never have done.
I just want Naomi to go to Impact and go home.
Just go home. Well,
you can go home now. Naomi's back. You can go home now.
Well, we're gonna get
the girl's gone from straight hair to 70s, Black Dynamite stuff.
Foxy Cleopatra.
She looks like Pam Grier, Foxy Brown, man.
It's just no, sorry.
Well,
listen. You can change the way you look 1,000 times, but you can't change the way you come across.
Of course. Well, I mean, we got Bayley and Carmella this week on SmackDown. Yay! I couldn't be more enthused. Could you be more enthused, Dennis?
Not really.
Well, hold on. What do you think about the feed? Bray Wyatt, you're next.
Oh my God.
I don't want to talk about it. Please don't.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I know.
Be fair.
No.
Be fair.
Let's not open that.
Open that wound.
Yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a deep wound if it is what we think.
I don't want to fucking. It's fucking.
Finn Balor.
We all say Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Rhea.
Yeah, Scott. It's not even a contest.
Yeah, sorry, Bianca.
Sorry, yeah, because I do think they need to make a really big decision with Bianca Belair in terms of they either give her the opportunity or they just give her another. I would like Bianca Belair to go to SmackDown and take it off Bayley.
Awful timing because she's come close a couple of times with Shayna Baszler, and now she can't take it off Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley's going for Charlotte.
There's only a certain amount of opportunities that you could be given before you run out of opportunities.
Yeah.
And when you run out of opportunities, that's it. You become, you know what I mean, kind of like stale. And they just won't touch you. And then what they do then is they repackage it. Now, Bianca Belair's I think I'm counting 3, 4
title shots. Yeah, I think so.
Title shots.
She had at least 2 against Shayna.
Yeah, one was a fatal 4-way. I think she was involved in too.
Yeah, with Io,
Kyrie. Yeah,
Kyrie. Yeah. So I mean, yes, and it's really do or die, and I don't want her to take the title off Rhea. But at the same time, I've got to be honest, I don't think it'd do Rhea any harm at all, because I think Rhea could just fucking come up to the main. But like I said before, Rhea now is the new Shayna. You know, people might not like Shayna, but what Shayna did obviously benefited her to put her in the position she was in this week. You know, and how she came out of it. Fucking strong.
Oh yeah,
strong. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because when you watch Bianca Belair, even though I don't like the fucking, you know what, it's grown on me. You know, it's great. I don't like the hair, but her attitude has grown on me. I love that swagger. I love that. I love it. I love it.
Girl, swagger on.
Back it up.
You're gonna love her action figure. The braid actually moves.
You know, that woman's got more ability than 50% of the male roster.
And she's strong as hell.
Yeah, she's a weightlifter.
She's an absolute animal. Mark Henry used to train her.
Yeah.
You know, she's an absolute beast. Not in a nice way. She's pretty fit though, but I gotta be honest.
Oh yeah.
Montez.
I'd love to see that hair out the plat.
Hey, I was about to say Montez. You lucky man.
I messed Montez up.
Bollocks to the Street Profits.
Motherfucker's gonna get got.
Gotta get got. Oh god! And then, by the way, just on the side note, Riddick Moss pinning Mojo Rawley, and he's now the new 24/7 champion.
Good. Hopefully, it means less TV time for that Muppet.
I'm not being funny. They've ruined the 24/7 title.
Yeah. After they took it off R-Truth, it's like
fucking killed it. Absolutely. But apparently, R-Truth, if you believe, well, R-Truth said it, not no one else. So it hasn't come from Dirt Sheet, it's come from R-Truth. The Brock Lesnar is requested to work with R-Truth more.
That's awesome.
So I think that could be kind of cool.
Well, I mean,
Brock's thinking if he's got to fly to a different city every Monday, he may as well at least be entertained.
There you go. Well, no, I
would like to see him doing something not against Brock, but for Brock.
Yeah, like Paul Heyman's personal assistant.
Yeah, I think that'd be ace. You know what I mean?
You can have a match with Truth and Lesnar, but I mean, Truth again, when he can be serious, he can go. I mean, but the comedy's great, but a serious Ron Killings, oh yeah.
I think, I like the serious Ron Killings, but I prefer the comedy. I'd like to see Brock kick his ass, F5 him, and then pick him up and give him to Paula, get him cleaned up. I got a job for him. I think that'd be ace.
It's like Scarface. You want a job, Ernie?
Want a job, Ernie? Sure.
Hey, Ronnie, you got a job.
Hey, Ernie. Yes.
I just think it's ace. I'd really that would appeal to me.
Yeah.
Brock's quite funny when he's got a bit of comedy in him. I mean, watching him dance when MVP's coming to the ring, that was quite funny.
That was awesome.
That was quite funny.
And then the old bait and switch on Shelton.
Yeah. So what we got next on NXT?
Main event. Cole Ciampa for Goldie.
It's Ciampa.
Gotta be Ciampa.
It's Ciampa. It's
Cole's
Ciampa.
at it for what, 260 something? 260 days? 250.
The question is do we put Killer Cross in the crowd, or does Killer Cross come make his entrance?
Yeah, I want him to have that Samoa Joe debut.
Yeah, and me. I just think that's yeah.
I think with the way it's being built, I was originally going to say Cole wins and then Ciampa wins at Mania weekend, but I'm like, they've been building him so strong and how he wants Goldie back and the whole night. Like, it's only fitting.
I loved how he walked out this week.
Oh, yeah.
I loved how he walked out. That edge, that turn in his neck, just staring. Do you know what? That belt cannot be anyone else's. That's just the way I look at it. I love his music.
No one will survive.
I love his music. Ciampa has done what a lot of people have tried to do. And Ciampa, for me, is he's like Stone Cold.
I think what made it special at the end when he was like, I'm coming for my title over my dead body.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean when I say that? He's basically put himself in a Stone Cold. The guy will be wrong. No, he's just synonymous now with you know what I mean.
Yeah,
that is the difference between, and I've always said this on this show: to be over, you have to be an over heel before you can be an over face. Now, even when you looked at them when they were DIY, they were over. Ciampa as a singles competitor, go to like the CWC, and the fact that they were wrestling. Remember, they were on TV, on a few appearances before the CWC, and no one knew the fuck he was. It is so hard to reinvent yourself, especially in like WWE. And he's already said, I ain't going no main roster. I'll walk.
I love that attitude.
This is the NXT is the main. It is the main. That's where wrestlers are. That is just how it is. You know what I mean? Vince McMahon needs to realize this. The days where Monday Night Raw was the place to be, and if you could give the main rosters the opportunity to choose their brand, they'd all go down to NXT, because it's not down to NXT.
It's up.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it
you're gonna get 5-star you're gonna get 5-star matches.
I look at it the way, how Triple H is layering out NXT, how Shawn Michaels is layering out NXT UK. You're gonna see a lot of great action on both shows.
Yeah.
When you say, when we say fucking this amount of hours is too much, this amount of hours is too much.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you could increase the size of NXT, there's endless amount of hours that I'd watch.
I'll be honest, I look forward to Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays NXT.
I love Wednesdays and Thursdays, yeah. I'm the same. I can't. I'll be honest. I used to say I can't live without me Raw and me SmackDown.
Yeah.
I am not got it anymore. I just watch the highlights. I won't even stream it because I just can't be asked. I have to be honest. It's just, what's the point? You can watch a 40-minute highlights reel on YouTube, and it tells you what you need to fucking know in 40 minutes. And even when I'm watching them 40 minutes, I'm actually only watching 5 minutes because I'm pressing fast forward.
For those in the UK, you can now get 1 hour highlights of Raw and SmackDown on 5-star.
Yeah.
The home of endless CSI repeats.
So,
and I knew that, but I didn't care either.
Yeah. But they keep advertising it like it's a new thing. And I'm like, they've been doing a 1 hour version of Raw on Sky One for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to go back, I think we're going to have a full house again. I am going to go with Ciampa.
Yeah. Okay. Full house.
Champion. Yeah.
Full house for every match.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, but I'm like, I was conflicted about, is Cole going to retain it, then Ciampa wins at Mania weekend, but I'm like, they have so much build-in, like, you can't not put the title on Ciampa right now.
No. Okay, we got a little bit of time left. One thing we did touch on, but didn't quite get into, was Shayna Baszler attacking Becky Lynch, and basically, for me, there was, I'm not saying it was unrealistic, but there was too much blood for what actually happened. She only bit into her neck, she didn't rip a fucking chunk out of it.
And she drove herself to the hospital, man.
And drove back.
Yes.
See, I love Becky when she does shit like that.
Unfortunately, I just think this is going to be a one-horse race for Shayna.
Yeah, she's got to be the one to take that title off her.
I just think Shayna's a different beast.
It'll be exactly 1 year at Mania that Becky's had the belt.
It's just, yeah. She's just a fucking absolute animal. And I do think it will, somewhere down the line, it'll lead to Shayna Ronda.
Oh, maybe SummerSlam.
Oh, possibly.
Because I'm sure Becky's going to have a couple of rematches.
You know, it could be next Mania.
Yeah.
You know, both are capable of just holding the title and just ripping people apart to the point where they go, who's next? I don't want Goldberg to walk out and go, Shayna, you're next.
You're next. All right.
Equality. Diversity. Women are taking over the world. I want the woman's title. You're next.
You're next.
Spear, jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
All right. Since we've been doing this the show, how old do you guys think Shayna Baszler is?
Oh, I know she's 40-something.
Okay. Where are you going?
No way. Fuck off. Seriously.
She's close to 40, yeah.
Okay. Well, what age are you going with, Daz?
39.
I was going to go 34. I was.
Daz was correct on it. 39.
Oh my God.
Again, she doesn't look it. Is she Hawaiian?
she's from like South Dakota.
Wow.
I know.
What the fuck's in the water in America? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Well,
not with what's going on around the world at the minute.
Whatever it is, Matt Hardy's not drinking it.
Do you know what I did yesterday? Right, and the missus told me, you're not sending that. That's disgusting. I took a picture of myself with my mask on and a bottle of Corona in my hand.
Oh my God, man.
Jesus. Yeah. Matt.
It was good, man. It was like a meme.
I gotta be honest, Matt didn't look great this week.
What do you think of the concerto? Well, he took that RKO slappy, and then the concerto was like, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a clang with that concerto, so I think he actually hit his head rather than the other chair. But apparently it was Matt's farewell.
All right, I gotta mention this, dude. I'll go on my Facebook account, right, and I check the Max Wrestling Interactive group. People, cheap plug, join the Max Wrestling Interactive group. I go there and Butcher, what is it with you and Travis going back and forth about who's the leader of the Dark Order? Is it Matt Hardy?
I've got a new theory.
Go ahead.
It's actually Christopher Daniels.
Hey.
That's my new theory, and that is mine.
And I'm sticking to it.
I just think for him to keep going on about Daniels is kind of like, it's a gimme now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even today, when you watch Skoo, the body language was Skoo.
Yeah. And Dark Order appeared on the Tron, and then Daniel's like, I'm going to go and check on it.
No. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know how I feel about dirt sheets.
Yes.
And I know Travis has been reading the dirt sheet when he links me. Don't tag me in anything to do with dirt sheets. It's easy. You know what I mean? It's like I said, I don't care. It's the Dark Order. You know?
It fits as well, Fallen Angel.
Really, you know, it's easy when you the first thing you do when people start linking, you know, leaders, is you look at what's available on the, you know, the indies and who's a free agent. And the only hottest free agents were Killer Cross, Luke Harper. He's going to NXT. That rule crosses out. So yeah, and then you so that leaves you with, obviously, you've got to look at the way the faction is built as well, the way they look. Do you know what I mean? So I said Luke Harper based on I could see something like the Ministry of Darkness with the hood and the big beard.
Yeah.
I could see that as it's a doable thing. It would look right, But Christopher Daniels, people forget, was what was his character called in TNA?
Well, he was a fallen angel, but he had a much darker side to it.
Brilliant. Could it be one last run?
I'm surprised
for the
none of
Fallen
the dirt
Angel?
sheets have made that connection or assumption that it could be Christopher Daniels. Like, none of them.
I think listen. I think whoever's doing it. I mean, that's like Travis said. I don't want it to be Harper because I want Harper to have a singles run. He'd have a singles run. He'd have a faction behind him. The faction would do everything to reassure and make sure he gets what's his. I think whoever is in this position will completely revamp. It's going to be good. I like the idea of it. It's what they needed to do for the Dark Order. Grayson's awesome. I like him.
Yeah.
I don't like Uno. I think Uno's just shite.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's D'Lo Brown. You know what I mean?
But he was like, "I'm the vice president of SSNA," with his friggin' milk dud head.
It's just, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I suppose the fact that I don't know is it's not a case of I don't care. It's I want it to be a surprise. I do want it to be a surprise. And the Christopher Daniels thing, unfortunately, it's kind of like it does sway more towards Daniels because it looks kind of like we're gonna have a tag team match next week, guaranteed. School versus Dark Order, and I still don't think you'll know it's Daniels.
No, they'll probably save it for Revolution.
Yeah, but I think what you're gonna hear is you're gonna hear him over the mic or something like that, over the tannoy or whatever, and he's gonna basically come out of command, saying that he'll show up. And I think then it'll be a case of like a shield turn.
Well, the other thing that came out that we found out also.
But what if, right?
Yeah, sorry.
What if we think it's Daniels, but it's not Daniels, it's actually Kazarian?
Wow, that's a swerve.
Or the other guy.
Scorpio's guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as saying it. It's the first time I've actually thought about it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is one of them. I mean, I think like now our all attention is on Daniels, which takes the attention off the other two, because watching them in the ring this week, the body language was all wrong.
I mean,
they didn't just lose; they looked defeated.
The other thing that came out is that Jeff Cobb is still a free agent. They said even though Cobb is not currently signed an AEW contract, the ROH New Japan star remains a free agent. It was noted that his appearance on Dynamite was not a sign that AEW has a new working relationship with Ring of Honor and New Japan. Cobb was booked directly by AEW as he's free to work anywhere he wants. There's no word yet on if Cobb's looking to sign with AEW or any other promotion soon.
Wow. I like him as a heel as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
And the rumor this week that's dropped with AEW is the mid-card title.
Well, they need one.
They desperately need one.
That Cody's working on that. I think that's great.
You know, JR, even though he's not at his best anymore, showed us exactly how you react to a debut. Oh my God. See, if that was Michael Cole, he'd just be sat there. Oh, my.
I think Cobb has actually got himself into some shape as well, because he seems to have...
He looks slimmer, yeah.
Lost the old love handles. You know, bit of the belly's gone. It's like he's been training with the Butcher. Yeah.
Maybe he's been trading with Dustin.
Fuck that keto.
Yeah.
Fuck keto.
Speaking of Dustin, we might finally see Jake Hager in action at Revolution.
Yeah, buddy.
Can't wait.
I love Dustin.
I just love that.
Are you ever gonna step in the ring?
I just loved how Jim Ross basically said, "Be careful what you wish for."
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I love Hager.
Revolution's looking good.
Yep.
He does still dress like a granddad though. He can't get away from that. Old Hager's got no style when it comes to dressing.
In the words of Kenny Killer, standing there like a dickhead.
Aubergine trousers or aubergine chinos what's the deal with Hager and stripes? Striped t-shirts.
Maybe like Frosties.
You know what I mean? Loves them. But one thing's for sure, man. He's menacing.
Yeah.
Well, besides the Hager and Dustin Rhodes match also announced for Revolution, what do you guys think about Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin?
It should be good. Providing we don't get any all these skateboard stunts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want Guevara to have this mid-card title, but I just see it going on either Adam Page or Kenny Omega. Yeah.
We'll see. Alright. Well then, in 7 weeks' time, we present our next special Promo Mania 5 on Thursday, April 2nd. The Promo Championship will be on the line as either Cypher or the Demoness will challenge Travis Walker Anderson. Beer or the Phoenix will also go head-to-head to decide who will challenge the Knowledge Champion Moses Marquez. And in a special attraction, Mike Larkin steps up to the Shape on the eve of the Promo League. Hey, that nearly rhymes. And on the Countdown show on March 30th, it's the Iron Bank Challenge. The winner will challenge the Knowledge Champion anytime they choose in the following 12 months. The lineup is now The Butcher versus Ella J versus Mike Larkin versus The Phoenix versus Travis the Walker Anderson. Depending, of course, on how the tag team match goes down on our anniversary show, we'll get to that in just a moment. One of the Max Noise theme songs for Promo Mania 5 is Legends Never Die by League of Legends and Against the Current, available now on Apple Music and Spotify. And like we said on the 5th anniversary show, not only will it be Cypher versus the Demoness, but special attraction again. The Knowledge Champion and the Promo Champion, Moses Marquez and Travis Walker Anderson, team up to challenge Beer and the Phoenix. Travis says if his team doesn't win, he will step out of the Iron Bank Challenge. And like we said before the show, they're not too familiar with Beer, but he's not a newcomer.
Did they get mullered?
Mollywopped.
Mollywopped. Comes back.
That never gets old. And
I'm sorry. Now I don't mean to cut you off, but Travis has been really wanting to face the Demoness, and I say this to Travis: I barely survived the hell that was the Demoness in the promo climax. You really want to go toe to toe with that?
Well, I feel sorry for anyone who wants to go toe to toe with her.
Travis is barely holding on to that title, man. It's at his fingertips. It's no longer in his hands. It's just, like I said, one trick pony.
Mike, I believe you actually have something to play for the Butcher to hear from Moses Marquez.
Wrestling towards the end of it, the Butcher, Dave Gillum, actually had mentioned that he now wants to put his hat into the ring and join the rest of them for the Iron Bank. I say bring it on. Bring it on. You know what, Dave? If you win the Iron Bank, you don't even have to challenge me, bro. I'll give you a 2-point advantage because you still won't beat me. So you talk a big game and you sound like you know a whole lot. And that sounds good and all. That's good. I'm not going to bag your credibility, Okay, you know what you're talking about. You got 30-something years watching. You're an experienced, knowledgeable man, but you are far from the knowledge champion.
Now you see, that's the fucking promo we should have been cutting ages ago.
Action coming up at the 5th anniversary, like I had mentioned beforehand. And just like I was talking about, Travis is already dropping stipulations. He says if we lose out of the Iron Bank.
Oh my God.
Now I'm going to be mad.
Wow.
This is a shoot. Travis is not one for the knowledge realm. He's like a
shit.
He's more than happy to compete, but don't you expect for him to get anything right? Hell, everything might be 2007 for all we know.
Really?
But with that being with the stipulation being added, it made me think. It made me think: does this guy really have no confidence in his knowledge game? Does he really think we're gonna lose to two geeks? Tell you something, boss. I don't lose to geeks. I'm the champ for a reason. Some may yell sabotage, others may understand where it came from. Others know I chased this thing for going on 2 years. When it's mine, and now that it's mine, just like Tommaso, that's my Goldie. I'm not giving up Goldie for nobody. Okay? For nobody. Not for Phoenix, not for Beer, not even for the once great Michael Larkin. I'm not
very great.
Taking
very
on
great.
Once great.
challengers.
Once great.
Let's keep it funky. Let's be honest here for a second. Travis,
let's be honest.
Because, brother man, you're teaming with the champ. And I'm on fire.
Did you hear what he just said, Travis? He just fucked you.
I'm like...
You're teaming with the champ.
Sir, are going to be my Lex Luger. We are going to easily beat anybody in our way. We are going to be tag team champs. Do it side by side. Because that's what friends do. Okay. So, David, I really hope that little tidbit that I just said gives you some kind of hope in this Iron Bank. Remember, brother man, and now that Mike's joining me, let it be fucking official. If Dave the Butcher Gillum wins the Iron Bank contract, when he faces me, when he decides he wants to face me, I give him a 2-point advantage. Because you ain't going to beat me. Those are going to be the only 2 points you get, brother man.
Listen to this.
Hey, Mike,
I love this.
Max, want to see the Butcher shit his pants? It's going to be fine.
Shit his pants.
Right.
Shit his pants. Do you know who I am? I'm wow. That right there. You know, he's had the title one fucking just over like 3 weeks, is it?
20 days, Butcher.
Okay, so he's had the title that a short time, and he already fucking thinks he's Becky fucking Lynch. Becky Lynch got bit on the back of the fucking neck, motherfucker. And that's what I do, I bite. If you think for a second that me being in the Iron Bank, see, I'm taking the Iron Bank as seriously as Travis the Walker Anderson. I'm only in the Iron Bank because no fucker else will compete in it. You know? And that's why I'm doing it. I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? If I fucking win, I'm going to be gobsmacked myself. I know as much about Iron Bank and knowledge about as much as you know about fucking promos. That's how much I know. So, whether you give me a 2-point head start, motherfucker, you think that's clever, I'll give you a 7-point head start. How's that? Think to that, guys.
Yeah.
I'll give him So, Daz, can I take on Moses and just have 7 questions and I've already lost?
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's too early for me to math.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You know, so I mean, I'm gonna shit myself. All that, right? All that waffling he just did, and that's his best fucking promo he's ever done. You know what I mean? It took him to have a Goldie, and that's how creative he is, because that's already been used. So he's gonna use it again. You know, he called himself Travis Walker Anderson. He called himself the champ. So you're gonna piggyback off the champ when you take on two geeks off the street. You know what I mean? You got to be handy with the steel, earn your keep. Do you know why? Because they're regulators.
That's why I said it. Like, he's calling Phoenix and Beer geeks. I'm like, that's not nice, man.
I just think that's wow. Phoenix. Listen, Moses, you better be prepared, okay? Because what you should have done, really, was they should have had a special, when he put up his title in this, you know,
tag team tribute.
Tag team, yes. Put up your title. Because what happens when you, with this, you're calling them geeks, and I find that quite insulting, you know? So, geeks now, what is the term? Are you actually shying away from the fact that you're going to call them knowledgeable? So you change it and you phrase it how they would in American high school. They're geeks. They're the ones that sit over there on the bench away from the jocks, which is you. Okay? See, if you put that on, if you put that belt up in this tag team match, what it does then is not either man wins it, but that belt then becomes vacated, and them two men compete for that title. So you see, how do you like that stipulation? You see? So this is the best stipulation I can do, really, is if they beat you, that belt goes over. If they don't beat you, well, you say bye-bye to me. Who's got the biggest balls now, bitch? Oh, by the way, if you want to do a promo thing sometime, I'll take that as well. Fucking divvy. Fucking dafty. That's what he is, a fucking dafty.
Thank you, Noam Dar.
I can't believe he's trying to fucking compete with me. I've been very, very quiet for a very, very long time. Yeah. Haven't I? I've been on my best behavior.
Well, this is also your first ever, like, trivia challenge since, like, 2017. You haven't done any of these in years.
I'm doing this to make up numbers. You know what I mean? I'm doing this to make up numbers. Travis the Walker Anderson used to do it to make up numbers, but now he's got like a bit of a chip on his shoulder because he's teaming with, by the way, he's the champ. You know? Michael Larkin, I used to get on Mike's back and fucking give him some shit. But Michael Larkin didn't walk around thinking he was God.
No.
You know? No. You know? It is. It's like I said. You've become one of them. One of them things that I just despise. And I really do despise a lot of things in life. But I despise them people that think they be something when they win something, and then they think they can walk the walk. Baffles me, really. Does it baffle any of you?
I mean, I look at it like this. I mean,
don't be nice, Mike. I've told you about being nice.
Let me finish, man. I look at it like this. You have to give him for being Moxie. But there's a but in this. But he hasn't held the title for 628 days. That would be
only then he can call himself the man, the champ.
And he talks about, you know, the once great Mike Larkin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at the last two promo series, I beat him. So I beat him twice. The guy that he was
twice.
I beat him twice. Okay? He did not beat me.
Michael, aren't you the only Mikey 2 belts, too?
Yeah.
There you go, see?
Wow. And the bell is rung for another week. Before you tap out, make sure you click that subscribe button, youtube.com/maxwrestling and soundcloud.com/maxwrestling. Also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Castbox. And of course, go on.
You can get us on Showbox.
And iHeartRadio, which Smart Mark Radio is now on iHeartRadio. Another one to add to most Marquez.
You can also get us on iBox, Podbox.
And just because they had other stuff to say, I'll do it for Mike. Cast Bizax.
Cast Bizax.
If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Max Wrestling. You can find me at Dazzy MWP. Mike is at SM Show 1 and MCL 92. The Butcher is at TOG69BHITB.
You get us at P.O. Box, Bizbox.
And on Tout.
Oh, no, don't bring that bullshit back, man. No.
That was so cringy.
2012.
Let's never do that again.
Yeah, encourage him to use Tout. We got to go on the Tout. It fucking was dumb. It's Vine. That's all it is. It was Vine.
Mike, who have you been talking to?
Who have I been talking to? Oh, adult star Miss Lady Cakes is this week's interview on the mic with Mike. So Butcher, go ahead, Miss Lady Cakes.
Well, I'll spend up eating cakes. Rabbit's just so fucking on point. She's got cream everywhere.
Miss Lady Cakes, BBW.
Better not be doing anything else to cakes either.
Grab them cakes, Junkyard Dog style, brother.
Lady.
No, because cream can go off very quickly.
Cream shaboogie.
It does, man. Especially your hot skin and shit. Oh, that's not an image I wanted to see. Oh.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah, she's redhead. I mean, I like redheads, but no.
You don't want to grab them cakes?
Oh my God, she's dropped 7,508 to 588 in the Pornhub rankings.
Oh,
that's a long way down.
It's a long way down.
It's on the way down.
44G breasts. She's only 5 foot tall.
Oh, what a winning hand, because she's a brick house. It's like on the way down, Ryan Cabrera. Ryan Cabrera, you lucky son of a bitch. Dating Alexa Bliss, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I mentioned you son of a bitch.
She's Irish.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. You didn't know who Ryan Cabrera was.
No.
Ryan Cabrera used to date Ashley Simpson back in the day, Jessica Simpson's sister.
Is that his claim to fame?
Oh, he only had like 2 songs. He had On the Way Down and True. He had like 2
On the way down, just like the Pornhub rankings.
Hey!
See? All comes together. Okay, join us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, where we will not be predicting Impact Sacrifice. At all. We must now bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang!
Shape, you want the best of Mike Larkin. I will give you my absolute best.
It was being nice.
Well, you didn't want him to be nice.